Heaves Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Heaves Barnside Chat. You can find us in Campbellville, Ontario. We have rescued chickens, pigs, and cows and goats. We've got plenty more farmed animals, big and small, all for love and love for all. Welcome to Heaves Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Heaves Barnside Chat. Our mission is to inspire kindness and compassion for farmed animals everywhere. You can help us take action by volunteering or through donations, or visit our store and check out our website to learn more. Welcome to Heaves Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Heaves Barnside Chat. Happily ever after Farm Sanctuary.
Hello! Happy Monday!
Happy Monday. It's Monday again.
It is. Oh my
Monday
gosh.
again.
This is, time is speeding up here. I don't know about what everybody else thinks, but time has definitely sped up this past week. It is just a week ago we were here, and it's so good to see everybody back. There's a whole bunch of new people on the page this week. Welcome!
Welcome.
Welcome. We're coming at you live from Happily Ever After Farm Sanctuary, located in
Campbellville, Ontario, Canada.
And Campbellville is close to Toronto. Yeah, Toronto. It's about an hour in a helicopter ride from here to the farm. And then if there's traffic, it takes a couple of hours. Yeah. It's about an hour drive by car to Toronto from here on a good day. And if it's traffic city, then it could take you double that time. Anyways, yeah. I mean, Toronto
We've all
traffic.
done that drive.
Oh, man, Toronto traffic
401.
is super fierce. Let us know in the comment feed where you're coming in from. We hope
Lily
you don't
from
have...
Orlando, Florida.
Oh, Lily, I bet you don't have much snow. If we look around, I'm just going to pan the camera a little bit so you can see. We've got pumpkin in the background.
At the goat barn.
And we've got some piles of snow left over and some shiny new wagons that somebody sent from the Amazon wish list. I love when shiny new wagons show up because it is like Christmas, because finding a wagon around here with 4 wheels that actually work is,
that are all blown up.
It's like winning the lottery.
Yes, it is.
We got North Wales, Pennsylvania. Hello to Joyce. Kitchener.
Carol from
Yorkshire. Actually,
UK?
that's Yorkshire, UK. Yorkshire is a breed of pigs, actually. That's the breed of Esther. And some of Captain Dan has got some Yorkshire.
Yes.
Bobby Girl had some Yorkshire.
Yes.
Is that our Yorkshire? And Sammy. And Sammy Pig.
Dan is landrace. Am I making that up?
Yeah, you are right about that. He's got some landrace for sure. You know, those
floppy
big,
ears.
floppy
That's how you know.
Dan ears. We hope you're having a wonderful week. Mondays is my favorite day because we get to update you on everything that is sanctuary related. There's an anniversary. This is a big anniversary. This was a very happy day at the farm. This was when Catherine, William, George, and April arrived at the farm. Enjoy this clip. And there's the clip.
Works every
Yeah,
time.
it does work every time. I've been batting a pretty good average so
Especially
far.
with this new one.
And the new
It's a
clip,
good one.
after coming back from holidays and feeling all recharged, that's my new vacation clip. Also, my towel clip while away. We're going to jump right into the Magic Rainbow
Ooh.
Bag. It's time to get your questions answered. We have raked across the dark web, down rabbit holes, and we have found the questions from the week for the Rainbow Bag, and they are all lined up. Andrew, do you want to show us the Rainbow Bag?
Yes.
The Rainbow Bag is right here.
It's heavy.
Yeah,
Why is it heavy?
It is. There's all my
Stuff in
things.
it.
All my things.
There's
There's a lot of questions in it today. A lot of questions.
Very heavy.
Last week, we had a kind admin and a volunteer as well. They emailed us all of the questions, and we're going to pick them out one at a time from the Rainbow Bag, and we're going to answer them for you, no question. Don't worry about it, never feel embarrassed about asking a question. Maybe it's already been asked before. You don't know that.
Probably a lot of other people are thinking the same thing.
Exactly. So you can private message us if you're too shy to put it in the comment below. You can also email us, but let's do the first question. Andrew, do you want to do the question?
Yes.
You go for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ooh,
Question number 1. You want to read it out for us?
Yes. How old is the famous Captain Dan? He has such a young soul to him.
He does have a young soul to him. How old is Captain Dan? Captain Dan, he's 1 year older than Esther. I always remember that. So he's 11?
Yeah, I think so.
He's 11
we have
going
this
on 12?
information on the database. I think he's creeping up to 12.
The database Andrea is referring to is this amazing tool that is in place here at the farm, and that's all of our research goes into the database from the moment they arrive at the farm. Everything that goes into their mouth, we
literally
write it down.
we
Everything that comes out, well, we don't have to log all that, but
we do.
It is very carefully monitored.
It's important.
There are
stuff.
little baggies and little cups and collections.
They're ready too for spring.
It is spring fecal collection
it's
time. So Captain Dan's 11, going on 12, but we can always find that information out because lots of times I go
fingertips.
For the longest time everybody was 8. I was like everybody's 8, and then I was like, wait a second, I've been saying everybody's 8 for a couple of years.
5
now.
years. Yeah, I do that too.
So we got caught in this feedback loop, but he's 8 years old.
Happens.
Next question. Do any of the residents venture out on their own and actually stay outside during the cold, or do what they need to do and head right back to the safety and warmth of the barn? So this is a question that's obviously been in the Rainbow Bag for quite some time.
Yes.
Spring is upon us now. The snow is melting. The temperatures are much nicer. But the pigs, they do stay out in the bitter cold. They're not going to make a bed in a snowbank, but we have lots of outbuildings for them to choose, and the outbuildings are all properly insulated. They have amazing insulated raised flooring, which it is so warm. You go in.
2-3 pigs in there is toasty.
And there are temperature sensors in that series of outbuildings out there so that we can monitor just how warm or how cold it is. And although it is detached from the main barn and it does seem like it's far away, let me tell you, when you go in there to check on them at night, you go in, you're like, oh, snap, it's warm in here.
It's warmer in there than the main barn a lot of the time.
It really is.
When they bundle up in the main barn, it's warm, but just generally in the building, those are really warm.
Yeah, so the pigs, they do what they want to do. I mean, they do like to be warm, and that's why they like to hunker down with each other. But no, nobody forces them to stay
eat breakfast
in
and
or
then
out.
Go do whatever they want.
But
they don't love the cold.
No.
They're kind of like us. Love the cold.
Next.
Like the cows don't really care, but
yeah, that's true. The cows, they have
the pigs care a little bit.
The cow. I remember the first couple seasons or couple years with the cows here. I remember being like, do I have to go out and tarp the cows?
Yeah, they're just getting there in a snowstorm.
They're like literally a drift is like forming around them, and they have such thick skin that and they're wearing that coat, that heavy thick coat. So Yeah. Next question. Does Cornell still? Oh, does Cornelius? Then autocorrect. Does Cornelius still live in the farmhouse? And the answer to that is yes. He is currently living in the farmhouse, and undergoes diaper changes every day. And he also sees the caregiver team about every 4 to 6 weeks, depending on how long his nails are getting, how long his beak is getting, and when the caregivers are seeing them, they change the oil and rotate the tires. So Cornelius is in. It is all part of the package. I'm here. Here we are.
Nice. Is Bumblefoot painful for the residents?
Oh.
It can be if it's advanced. The worst cases I've seen are residents coming in with it. Like Dolly is an instance that I'm thinking of where she came in with really severe.
Yeah.
And Bumblefoot, they did surgical debridement and it still didn't really get it all. So yes, it can be. Often when they're receiving Bumblefoot treatment, they're also receiving like Medicam, like pain management. But if we catch it early, like we do during our health checks, it does not get to that point. It's just a little annoying scab that we have to work with.
And is Bumblefoot? Maybe this is a question that I read earlier. Is Bumblefoot contagious?
The bacteria in there, I think.
Oh, that's not the question. Oops, sorry about that.
What is it? Oh, I forget which one it is. Is it staph?
It's
not contagious in terms of like they pass it to each other necessarily. It's more of like we usually get it with like as a pressure sore on their cell because they're so heavy or they're always jumping like Brian, heavy running around, and it's a pressure sore that becomes infected versus just something that's straight up infection. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I followed you on that. If you have any follow-up questions to that, you can put them in the comment below.
Confusing, but
it totally is, and I'll never claim to know everything. Sometimes I go, I don't know. Was it this one that I put up and then I had to take down? There we are. Who knew the banana peels tasted so good? I
think I've accidentally tasted one before and it's pretty bad.
Nothing worse than a green. That was so there was a couple.
Pigs.
There was a photo of.
Ted, it was Audrey.
Ted had or was it Audrey too?
Audrey, one of the pictures, had like a big mouthful. Was running
and
with
Ted,
them.
I think, had like 5 or 6 bananas like hanging out of his mouth.
They
just eat the whole thing. It's appealing. Is it hard to dress Corno?
Depends on who's doing it.
Yeah, really. That's a good one. Yeah, it definitely depends on who it is that's trying to do the diaper change. But for the most part, he doesn't like to wear the diaper. It's not his favorite thing. He knows when it's time for a diaper change. He gets changed about every 8 hours. And when you go get a new diaper and you have it over your shoulder, like he is like looking to get away from you because he knows that it's coming. So
unlike Nancy and his shoes.
Oh.
That's another article of clothing.
Okay, tell us about how
for our birds, Nancy loves his shoes.
Oh, so he's good with it?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes, and he loves them.
The
videos look a little awkward, but he already kind of walks like that. So if you see videos of him stomping around his shoes, he loves them, and we just got new colors.
And that's what's the name of the company? Birdie Booty.
It's
Birdie
this crazy
Booty.
K farm, and it's Birdie Booties. And we just ordered a bunch more because they're really susceptible to it, and we're changing his shoes out every single day, so I have a fresh pair on him. But we just got leopard print.
Ooh.
Yes, and camo.
Oh, I saw.
We got some for Brian. But Brian runs out of them. He is running, and they just go flying.
Oh, his feet are too small?
No, they're the right size. I don't know how he loses them all the time.
Need to get him a pair of pumps that pump up around his feet. Let's see. Is this what we did? Do all the animals come inside at night for their safety? What predators are in the area that you worry about the most? The biggest predator that I worry about the most are humans. That's number one predator worry, is definitely keeping humans out of the farm right now because we are on lockdown. We have infectious disease on farm, and we also have
avian influenza. We don't have it, but we're trying to avoid it because it is the season of migration, and it's very, very, very scary.
HPAI, highly pathogenic avian influenza. Oh my God, we did it! We did it.
We missed that.
We almost hit each other in the face. Let's do it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take 2.
Number one predator is for sure humans, and then after that would be coyotes, foxes.
We're Raccoons?
Birds of prey, raccoons. Yeah, I mean, I guess
Raccoon, they don't
raccoons
really
could
do
be
much.
sick and like cause problems because we've got rabies that is in
Yes.
Ontario.
Yes.
So those are some of the predators, and of course, all of the animals that are susceptible to predation. They are put away well before the sun goes down. That is
Birds, goats, sheep are all locked up at night. Pigs are not because they can defend themselves.
How would a pig defend themselves?
I think they would charge.
Yeah,
Charge and bite.
I think.
If the pig was small, like when Sammy was here, when the piglets were here, they are locked up at night. But after a certain size, nothing is going to mess with them.
Andrea,
Yes.
is it safe to go in the barn and have a peek around inside?
I think so. I haven't been out yet this morning. This is Nicole's shift, and I was doing stuff in the office, so I think it's good.
No, we're not going to put on Christmas music. Where's all my tunes? That's the backtrack, soft bells. Oh, no, we don't want to play that one. All right, we're going to head on into the barn and check out what the residents are up to. If you have a question that you would like answered in the rainbow bag, if we haven't got to it today, drop it in the comment below. If you did already ask your question, you don't have to ask it again. We've got it from last week's Barnside Chat and the weeks previous. It's on my screen, ready to roll. But maybe we can answer some more questions in a few moments. So let's head on inside the barn and see what's happening. There we go. I did make it. We are inside the main barn. And we got Doug and Sean. Hello, Doug and Sean.
Oh yeah, it's pretty dark.
Doug and Sean. And we're going to come down the hallway. Who is down the hallway? Oh, I hear lots of piggies. Oh, there's Brindle. There's Brindle Pig. Let's talk about Brindle Pig. Brindle Pig is on isolation still for a nasty hoof infection that he is recovering from. Brindle's had a busy few months, but he is ready for sure to go back. It'll be coming soon. If we come across the hallway here, we can see Mr. Diablo. And Mr. Diablo is hanging out in the main barn because there is some integration.
And we decided to integrate them down here because in the goat barn, I feel like Gloria would just hop the fence and leave.
That's right. Integrations are happening. We have brought down all of the goats and sheep into the main barn. And Diablo, because he is a bit of an aggressor. Oh, and there's Captain Dan. There's Captain Dan. Oh, hello. And Captain Dan is on isolation right now because he has a hoof abscess that has started. And the amazing caregiver team caught it very quickly. And they were able to... so far, we haven't had to have any veterinary intervention. They've been doing a wonderful job at keeping that infection at bay. It was health check time for the goats and sheep, and while they were all here inside the main barn, the caregiver team crossed off a whole bunch of their healthcare checks, and here is a quick video showing some of those healthcare checks. Hope you enjoy it.
cute.
Oh, they
Amazing.
did such a good
They'll go on the
job.
scale so well. They just kind of go on and they know.
I have a boundary around being weighed on a pallet scale. I don't know. I just will not stand on it.
I stand on the edge. I go on the side.
Because especially, usually there's people standing
Oh,
around
they're all
looking
they're all
at
watching.
They're all like, what is that resting on? So yeah, I have a boundary around
That's
being...
why we have that one little ledge that we stand on.
It's time for the Sanctuary Weather Report with Andrea White.
It's gonna be, I don't know yet. It's been all over the place. Today is 2 degrees. It's cloudy. It's having no precipitation. It was snowing when I came in this morning, but it's not snowing anymore. Hopefully we don't get too much more snow. It's very March to be snowing. And overnights are improving. Oh my gosh, there's like an 8-degree overnight coming up. So we're getting into the warmer temperatures. There's a less below zeros overnight, which is really fantastic. And we are having some rain and some really warm days. At least like 10 degrees is really warm. That's exciting. The residents are going to be very excited.
It's almost time for the tropical plants to go outside. Well, maybe it's a bit early for that.
We get excited. We see over 10 degrees. Like that's warm.
I'm ready to stop complaining about winter and start complaining about summer.
About the mud in spring.
What's
next?
I know, exactly, right? Here's somebody that's very excited about spring.
Ooh. Springtime dance.
Oh gosh, I love that little. Okay, no,
Is
I got.
it sped up?
No,
not?
let's watch it again. I can't tell if it's sped up either as well.
I thought it was sped
It's
up.
like this little stumping, like this little very
Arms out,
super excited Cornelius. That video was from years and years ago because Esther's ramp deck is not installed yet. And just to show you in the background, I got to watch it one more time because this is so fun. Yeah, see the background? No ramp yet. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's take some more questions from the question bag. We have a few more moments left that we can do it. So let's see. Oops. Sorry about that. Let's see. I'm going to start in reverse because I don't remember where we left off. Here is the question. Do you have a generator to assist you in the power outage? Andrea, take it.
We have many, and we have a whole power outage protocol that shows you where to put which generator where, depending on the weather, the water lines, keeping the medical fridge on. We have a number. I don't know how many, maybe 2 or 3 generators.
Yeah, there's
hooked up to different areas, main barn, trailer.
Yeah. It would be nice to maybe eventually have like one overall generator for the entire property that just magically turns on.
You don't even flip a switch.
You don't even know when the power goes out.
That would be nice.
But for right now, based on the expense of it, right now we don't seem to be having too many power outages. I mean, maybe last year we had like 4 or 5 short ones, like no real super long extended ones. There was an extended one that lasted for maybe about 17 hours. I was away on holidays during that time, so I didn't have to deal with it.
A few days. Like we had a few days.
Was it a few days?
In the summer? I don't remember. I remember it being like, I came to work, I was like, oh, the power's still off.
At least it wasn't the winter, right?
Yes,
in the winter, power outage in the winter, all the heated water lines.
So much.
You can lose. It can be an enormous expense for buried water lines to become frozen, and because you got to dig them up. There's no way around it. Next question. Who picks the music for the videos? It's so spot on. It depends which video. Different folks are responsible for different videos. The video that you just saw about April and Catherine and George and William's arrival anniversary. Those are generally put together by Sue, right? And for Barnside Chat videos and stuff like that, I do put together some of those. I highlight a lot of other people's material that they have put together. Sometimes staff, like yourself, put together videos from Bear Care Corner. So they come from a myriad of different sources, and I'm glad that you are enjoying them. What's that one? Go for it. Touch it.
Can we do it?
Yeah.
This is a live one.
Oh wait, there. Oh, let me
this
think.
is important. Is there a reason Brian's name is all caps? I was waiting for somebody to ask this because his name has been in all caps forever, and we posted online, and I don't think people like have noticed. It's just how you say it. It's a passionate way of saying his name because he's Brian and he's always running. And also, I created an acronym, just bird running intensely and nonstop.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That's an easy one to remember. They are fun. They like that. They really like that.
Had to answer that one.
Brian's name all in cap. Brian.
That's what we say when we see him. He's just so intense.
Does Ferdinand like anyone?
He is up and down with that.
Give us an update on Ferdinand.
Yeah, when he first arrived, he was like nervous around us, and then he became very amorous with us, and now he's kind of like, some days he'll be, I'm not sure, maybe you'll get a little bite, but then he'll flirt with you later. So
and he is fast.
And he's fast, and he's huge. He has lost weight. He's on a weight loss program, but I think now that he's lost weight, he's quicker. He's not as big, but he's quicker, so... He
was at one end of Dolly's house. So Dolly's house building is, I think it's 20 feet or 22 feet long. And I was like, oh, he's there. Like, he's good. I'm good. I've got a few steps ahead of Ferdinand. And I just moved, and he was like right on top of me.
Yeah, he can be a little bit sassy.
Oh, my goodness. We got time for one more question. Here it is. I was wondering how old Phil is and what breed of dog is he. Well, Phil, his breed is, he's Wonder Phil. That's his breed. He's a mutt. He's got a couple different breeds for sure in there. Boxer.
I feel like I saw a little bit of Shar-Pei when he was younger. Maybe I'm making that up.
He's got this ridge too, like this really big, like a Dog de Bordeaux ridge to him. Like, very sophisticated Phil. And Phil is, oh gosh.
You need a database?
Is he 5?
I don't know.
Is Phil 5? Phil's at least 5 or 6 years old. So we're going to go with that. Those are all the questions that we can take from the Rainbow Bag. If you have a question that you would like answered, please put it in the comment feed below. It would be our honor to answer your questions. One more time. Okay, I promise. Okay. I love that video. I think I'm going to keep that on my screen for a while because it's just such a stupid little video to play. I love it. Friends, don't forget about the online art auction. Deadline for donations and submissions is April 30th. It's coming up. The post office is filled with one-of-a-kind pieces of artwork. We would love to see your donations come in for the online art auction. Here's somebody chillaxing right on the heater, like
warm.
Right on the heater. Oh my gosh, he's trying to tell us something for sure. My gosh, we had such a wonderful time. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Don't forget about our other channels on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, and TikTok, which I don't have a little icon for. The stars and the moon have been beautiful. If you have not had a chance to be looking up lately, make sure you do. Last night was an incredibly clear sky, and the moon and the stars are absolutely
planets in there?
Beautiful this time of year. Yeah, for sure there are some planets in there. Jupiter, is that Jupiter right below the horizon? I think.
Is it actually?
I think so. Yep. I think this is maybe I'm wrong.
Let's just go with that.
I'm always wrong. Friends, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Andrea White.
This is Derek Walter.
Thank you for tuning in to Barnside Chat. We're gonna leave you with an awesome video of Captain Dan. We'll see you next week on Barnside Chat. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Bye bye.
All we need is a place to be and a few good friends for some company. If you'd like to stay, you don't have to leave. We'll leave the lights on and the door unlocked. If you drop on by, you don't have to knock. We're happy to share whatever we've got.